session. So welcome everyone. Today is the first teacher presentation from SPEC-Ed. We will be focusing on practicing our speaking skill as an English teachers. And today we will have Miss Cana from Banda Aceh, who will deliver her presentations, her reflections about social implications of multilingualism. Over to you, Miss Cana.
Thank you so much, Kak. I will share my screen. Wait. Okay. It's still loading. Okay, how about now, Kak?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay. uh, maybe I'll start by salam ya Kak Azizah, Miss Hasanah and Miss Laki. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, thank you so much for having me, Miss Azizah, Miss Hasanah, Miss Laki. That I'm also thankful to Allah for giving me this opportunity tonight that can present my presentation under the title Social Implications. In this case, it means social implications in the English learning. So please allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Cana. I'm come from Aceh, even if I can't speak Aceh. I can speak Batak because I was born there. I'm assistant teacher at Main 6 Model Banda Aceh City and as international teacher as a international teacher at Edific. It means like I also teach inside and outside Indonesia. And as some before, I like socializing with others as well as enjoy being alone, drowning in my own word and peace. I'm sorry, everyone, that actually I kind of flew because it's quite cold here, and I was just took my bath because it's just after my grip here. Okay, Bismillah. I will present the social mechanisms means introduction. Social mechanism, when I first time like, what is it social mechanism means? So it means like the effects of or consequences that something has on society, including how it impacts people, the relationship, communities, and cultural norms. So social implications, it's kind of like punishment or like the warnings if someone or somebody uh cross the line or cross the norm that already setting on the society. So maybe like before we like do something, before we like to do something, maybe we will ask first like, is this will affect the society? Is this will affect my community? Is this have a bad sides of what will I do? Uh, and so, because we are talking in the English class learning, in the class instruction only, the social application here that emphasizing English only education that can and institutionally create challenges for students and families, and affecting their confidence, identity, and access to education. And case number one, to an extent, does and emphasizes on English only instruction marginalize students from regions where a regional language or dialect is spoken at home. So when I search about this case, it's actually really interesting because many of us, as we already know, that Miss Lucky, Miss Hassan, and Asija, we are come from Indonesia. The first language, the mom's tongue is Indonesia, of course, and also there in some cases in the some territory in some places that maybe like my in Aceh. there are so many. If I go to my village in PD, there are so many elders that can't speak Indonesia. They just can speak and understand Aceh. So that's why there is so a challenges to speak with each other. And in this case, like there are four main that I got in this case. Like the first is language and cultural erosion. The students that tend to speak Indonesia or local languages such as in here in Aceh tend to feel like Aceh English is a foreign language, and they don't consider English as a brand to give them success, or will give them the easy part to do better or to get better job in the future. And when they tend to speak English maybe at school, when the school maybe like only conducted English only teaching, they will feel like this is not myself, because this is not the language that I'm used to speak. And also from the second point is academic performance gap. It means like uh the students like the students that tend or used to speak better in English, the students that fluent in English is considered to be smarter than the students that not speak in English. So it's actually like maybe we can take it from ourselves, is that maybe I will take the sample as me. I am myself, that I was expected to be smart. I was expected to be clever, smarter than my friends, because yeah, because of my skills in English or in Arabic. So it's kind of a burden sometimes for me, because it sometimes like uh it sometimes like make me not allow me to do something that I like in a way that I used to do. And also from the other side, my friends will get jealous of me, because the teachers will give us like the different minds, like the different tools and the results, of course. So this actually like there is a positive side. It means like the students will consider be smart, and the other hand, that the students who not speak English better will consider be not smart. And the third is social segregation. It means like segregate, it means separate each other, separate the communities or society from each other. And this case, like the students who come from wealthy families will will be able to provide a private English tutor than the students who come from an ordinary background. So since English is considered to be like a fancy language in Indonesia, we feel like some people feel like the English language is better to get a better education and job in the future. So it's actually feel like there's so, like, how do we say that in there in Indonesia? Also we say that there is a first class, a second class, the intermediate, and also like the low class, that actually really happen in our country. And the fourth is parental involvement challenges. It means the parents feel like they didn't contribute in their children's success, because they can't to keep up with their children's learning, because not many families in Indonesia learn English in their younghood. So that's why many parents, like including my parents, my mom and my dad, feel like have to be they have to be like more struggle to keep up with my pace, to keep up with my studying, because maybe I'm able to speak Arabic and English, and they just feel like, oh my God, uh what did I do to my doctor, because I can't teach her anymore. And to be honest, on the other hand, maths are the reason that I can reach this level actually. Okay, and maybe we can go to the cast two. It means the cast to the question will be, how does monolingual bias in English teaching influence perceptions of social class? As students with stronger English skills are often seen as more educated or capable. And when I search about this case, its monolingual bias is the belief that being fluent in only one dominant language, like English maybe, in this case, is like be more superior and more valuable than being bilingual or multilingual. And this bias can lead to the assumption that people with strong English skills are more educated, competent, or part or a higher social class. And this is actually happened in our society. Being fluent in English only will make it easier for us to get a better job, to get like a better opportunity in the future. Then being bilingual, maybe like me, like I used to speak Bahasa Indonesia, Javanese, and also Aceh and Batak in my own house, when in my home with my parents. It means I'm multilingual. I'm multilingual with my siblings as well. So this, but it means they, the students they tend to speak fluently in English only is better than the students who speaks more than one language. So like there are several points here. Mm, who the students who speak English really well will consider to be more easy to get job opportunities and hiring preferences. It means like because many jobs in the world, because as we know that English is the first rank language that many people use in the world, and we already know that. And also there's classroom interactions. It means the students will like to socialize, to be friends with the students with their same level. It means the students that good speak in English, they will be friends with somebody like them, and the students who will not capable or will or not really well to speak in English, they will have the low self esteem and make them like just be friends with the same level as them. So it actually really also have a social segregation in the school, and also perceptions in social settings. Students or people that have a better understanding, have a better speaking, reading in English in our society is considered to be more educated, to be more like amazing, uh, and seems be more brilliant than others who not speak English. And even me, I'm as an Arabic alumni, Arabic teaching alumni. I consider it. I feel it myself since like. Where are you come from? I'm from like, oh, Arabic. But if I tell somebody that I also speak English, oh wow, they feel amazed. Even if like, yeah, I can speak to foreign languages, but they not really amazed when I say that I can also speak Arabic. So there's the perception in this our courses in our social settings. And the fourth is parental expectation and judgment. The students that can speak English fluently, they will be expected to be more smart, to be smarter than the other fellows, and also the teachers will see them like oh my god, I have to value the students because they are really because they are really good, because they are really brilliant, and because they are really amazing in English skills. And this actually makes some other students feel like I'm not good enough as them, so I will not just study because the teacher will not consider me as a good student just because I can't speak English well. So as actually, yeah, there is expectation and judgments based on this case. And the fifth is the media and popular culture. And as we already know that, yeah, media and the popular culture is also really influence us in this case, such as like, yeah, we know that many media is conducted like maybe the movies, the popular movies, the familiar series were conducted in English. And media and also like TV series will look for somebody that can like speak in English. And that's why like maybe content creator in Indonesia also like to they like to do interview with smart students that been fluent in English. It's despite the students that instead of the students not really well in English, so they consider academic performance, academic degree based on this language only. And it's actually not about language, but it's uh about how our society see this English language as how do we say that, as how do wait, I forget what is the word, as a treasure as a treasure that can help us in the present and in the future. And the case number three, and this is I really like this one actually. Are there differences in how urban and rural schools in Indonesia deal with monolingual bias in the English classroom, given varying levels of language proficiency? As we know that urban schools that tend to be schools that located in the big city, and in this place that easy to access many public transportation and the public facilities. And the urban schools tend to have better access to resources like qualified teachers, qualified English teachers, modern technology, and language labs. And the students are more likely to be exposed to English through media, social interaction, and extracurricular activities. It means like the urban schools, they tend to have a large community that they can share their ideas, they can speak or discuss each other with any topic that they interest. And this one is actually help them to improve and to develop themselves. This is really like happen in urban schools because they have English teachers that support us and support them, yeah, in many ways, especially in English. And they have also modern technology, language labs. While on the other hand, in the rural schools, it's like the opposite. It's kind of the opposite of the urban schools. In rural schools, there's limited access to resources such as trained English teachers, textbooks, and digital learning tools. Maybe they even like simple tools like how do we say the thing that to show to show something to show a screen bigger in the wall.
Projector?
Wait,
Projector?
I forgot the name, Kak. Oh
Is
my
it
God.
projector?
Ya, Kak Aziza.
Is it projector?
Iya, projector. Oh my God. Okay. Even a small test, a tiny tool like projector, they don't have it. So it's actually really like challenging for teachers to present their teachings, to present their lessons when the school or when the facilities not support them really well. And so the students are more likely to speak regional languages or dialects at home with little exposure to English outside the classroom. It means like the students really they consider English just as foreign language, and it has nothing to do with them because many people around them, the people surrounding them, especially their parents and their families, are talk in a local language. They are speak in regional languages, yeah, such as Indonesia or maybe local English like Aceh, Janes, Batak. So that they tend to not speak by English, just just inside the classroom or inside the school, and outside it they just tend to be speak the mom's tongue language. So especially when they have a very little uh media that keep that tandem, then make them exciting to learn English. And there are differences between urban and rural schools, like researchers availability. And in the urban school, in the urban city, they're really abundant. They are really much. While in the other hand, the rural school is limited. Less qualified teachers and fewer tools. And also language exposure, because the urban is considered to be high in the high how do we say it? There is like a teenager's language that my students keep saying that, but I forgot what. They are really updated. Yeah, they're really updated about something that is going on in society, because they really tend to with media, community, and social settings. While uh, in the rural schools, yeah, the language exposure, yeah, the English language exposure is really low. It's really little, because most of them is about, maybe if I consider my own village, that uh there are like 70, no, 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 271 people in my own village in PD, in Ahmad Masjid. They, most of them, I can tell everyone that actually just 10% of that village that can speak Indonesia really well. Even the children, even the young children can speak bahasa. They have to speak slowly so they can understand me, and I can understand them, because their dialect is really like also it's really strong, that I can get it at the first time that I heard it. And the teaching approach emphasizes on English only methods. Yeah, that is really happen in the urban era. While in the other hand, in the rural schools, they tend to speak by bilingual or mixed language approaches, and this is actually really happened to me. I've been teaching a student. Actually, he is pure Indonesian. He is a pure Indonesian. Both of his parents are Indonesian, but he can't speak bahasa. He can't speak bahasa. He even like get mad at me. He even get pissed off when I ever speak bahasa to explain the lessons. You speak bahasa, please don't speak bahasa. I didn't want it. This is your own language. You are Indonesian, but you don't want to be delivered by it in your class like that. So that was really happening. That my very first very first experience to teach Arabic in English, because the student didn't want it to speak to deliver the lesson in Indonesian. So bilingual or mixed language approaches or multilingual languages really not happen in this class. We just speak, yeah, by English. So I translate the Arabic lessons in English. It's kind of hard sometimes, but yeah, I kind of actually, it's kind of sad, because the students or the parents didn't like motivate him to speak bahasa, or just maybe just at home like that, or maybe just at class a little bit with me, but it didn't happen. I don't know why, or maybe just because the students feel like in the bad mood at that time. And student perceptions, to the students that were living in the that are living in the urban area, they link English to success and status. So what they keep in mind, that if I being fluent in English, if I got A, if I got the highest degree in English, it will become easier for me to be successful, and will also it will like up my status in the society, especially in the school. While in the other hand, in the rural schools, like English seen as a foreign or less relevant. It means like they consider English as a foreign language. It has nothing to do with me. So why should I really struggle in this lesson? Because yeah, I just have to learn English just for my grade, for my academic purpose. It has nothing to do with me in the future because I just have to be a farmer like my parents, to be a driver like my dad. So even if I master English, it will not benefit me at all. And actually really happened miss in the Aceh, in one territory in the Aceh, because my brother told me that. My own brother that really place when he was KKN. Oh my god. Even the students, they didn't like to attend the class because they think the education is not really have the impact in their life, because just have to know just to be a farmer, to keep the plants grow really well. That was keeping them in the mind. And the last is challenges, marginalization of less proficient students. So it means like in the urban areas, it's not just from the wealth family, but also from the intermediate status. They feel more like I'm not sweet with them. I can feed it with them because I can hire a private English tutor. I can I can study as good as them. I can speak as fluent as them. So it will make some students who are not able to speak in English really well they feel is confident to be friends with others. While in the rural schools, students will show a slow progress due to lack of exposure or researches of English learning. They will like because they tend to not speak by English, because also they not really well to know English from their society, from their surroundings. They will make them struggle to understand English language more. So this is the several differences between urban and rural schools. Maybe that's enough from me. Miss, thank you so much for your good attention.
Thank you, Jana, for the presentation and for your reflection based on your own teaching experience in Aceh. Well, before I ask some questions, anyone want to ask question? Maybe Mbak Hasana or Miss Lucky? Or any comments? Because if there is no question,
Can I go first?
yes.
Okay, that's a great presentation, Miss Jana. And
Thank you so
I'm
much.
going to, I don't know if you have the same problem with me or not, but in my school, I live in Jeneponto, so my students speak Jeneponto language, and then they speak Bahasa Indonesia, and they have to study Arabic or English in the class. And there is this social phenomenon where the like one student trying his best or her best to speak English to their teachers, to their English teachers, but at the same time the other students usually say, why do you do that like most of the time it's like caper banget, some things like that. They comment to their friends like that. So these students at the end, some of them stop to use English, and it's like a sad thing because they already do their best, but other students comment on their effort. So do you have the same problem? And then if you have the same problem, how do you um how do I say that? How do you cope with the problem? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Hasana. Actually, when I was teaching at the school or at the other field, um, actually, it's really happening, Miss. But it is not in English. It is not an English class. It's more like in the maths class when the students, when a group of students, maybe just five, yeah, five out of 38 students, they're really good at maths actually. So when they already finish a task, as assignment, the other students will be, why did you do that so fast? Please don't make us look so stupid like that. Even if they're still elementary students, they already think like that, Miss Asana. So it's kind of sad when they not support each other, yeah, Miss. So that's why I just tell them like, uh, it's okay to not understand it in the first glance, in the first like teaching, in the first lesson, because you will study it harder if you not understand it now. And for that case, I will tell the students who mock their friends that are more capable than them. It's like, maybe they are study harder than you guys, because that's why they become better than you. So that's why come on the same boat. We are you are guys. We eat rice. Yeah, we same. You also eat anything that was delivered by our parents. So I will like support the I will support the students that are capable, that more capable than the friends. And for the others, I will tell them to not mock other, because if you mock somebody, if you like out of jealousy, it means you are not capable, and this is not good behavior to someone to have. So because they are still kids, young kids, they're still, yeah, about 10 to 11 years old students. It's be easier. It's become easier for me to give them an advice, actually, Miss Hasana. So that's why I will support the students who that really best, who really tried their best the to do the tasks. And while the other hand, for the students that not support their friends, there I will motivate them to be capable as their friends. Thank you so much.
Maybe I
Thank
have
you,
one
Miss
comment
Jana.
about Mbak Hasana's question, because I remember that another Indonesian student in my program asked my tutor in SLTC. SLTC is second language teaching curriculum. And my friend was teaching at elementary school, and she asked the same question, like, how if we find a student who call their friends as stupid? So the first thing that Lisa mentioned is it's about the classroom management first, like how the teacher regulate the bad or good words inside the classroom. And then the second thing, as a teacher, we should not be triggered with that stupid word, because if we try to accept that stupid word, and then we try to compare the high achiever and the low achiever, or the high motivator student with low motivator student, they will be more understanding about, oh, so there is something called stupid. If I cannot do that, I am stupid. If I can do that, I am not stupid. Because if we start comparing our students, they will try to compare themselves and the others. They will make themselves feel inferior, that make them feel like, oh, I am stupid because I cannot do that. So as a teacher, if we find that bad behavior, we should start to make it more distinguished, like, she is more diligent, she studies at her home or at his house, so that's why she is smarter than you. We should not do that. We should not be triggered with that word stupid, but we should guide our student that there is no something called as stupid, without comparing high achievers and low achievers. Because I myself, when I try to answer the question, I also told my tutor that I will tell my student that there is no stupid students. Someone will call be smart student if they study hard, and someone will call that stupid if they do not study hard. I make comparisons there, and I should not do that, because it will come to students' unconscious mind that, oh, it means that my teacher know that I am stupid because I do not study at home. We should not stop doing that. So I think the better version is, the first is, do not be triggered with that word stupid if we heard it at school, at our class. And also we should regulate the classroom management about using that that bad word, I mean that stupid word. Because it is also happen not only in Aceh, in my teaching practice, even in here in Scotland, they also use that word stupid to refer to someone who cannot do the task. Yeah, but again, the teacher should not be triggered when we listen to that because we know that that is bad word. But we should not compare the students. Yeah, maybe that's only my comment. But back again, it depends on your context. Yeah, because teaching is not about generalization. It is very context dependable. Yeah. And I think that is my comment about Bahasana questions. Is there anyone who want to ask questions to Miss Jana? I'm sorry.
So after hearing after listening to your explanation, I then think that teacher skill in delivering an idea is a must. I mean, as a teacher, we have to master the skill in delivering ideas or advising because word choice matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with Miss Aziz and Miss Hasana. Actually, in my case, because they are still really young, uh, I can get mad. I can agree with them. So we are like I told them in the like in the happily way like that. Miss, so it's not like I give advice. It's like more like don't like that. Just look at her. Just look at her, just our friend do their best, so we just have to support them like that. Maybe one day we will be at her place, so yeah, let's just support each other like that.
Yeah.
And because I'm just an assistant teacher in my school, it means like I just assist the student, miss. So my role here is really like, how do I say, if I become more capable than the teachers will dismiss me. Will 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 they tend to dislike the assistant teacher who are more capable or smarter than them. But if I'm not active, they will also consider me as what is she doing? Why she's just standing there? No, like that. So it's actually really like, oh my God, I I'm depressed that I can do, but uh, I can't do anything that make the teachers feel inferior. But also I have to do anything to help my students to get the better understanding me. So that's really happening in my school. So actually, oh my God, I just want to be a teacher, not just assistant teacher, because most of my students, they really have low motivation to study. Just five of 30 students that want to study at the class in the classroom. That just being focused, being concentrated to the lessons that being delivered by the students, and the rest of them just like. And I asked them, "Do you understand?" Yes. That when I asked, "What does it mean?" I don't know. And yeah, that's what it means.
Okay. So, from my friend who asked that question, she also teach at elementary school, and Mbak Hasana also teach young learners. Even Chana also teach young learners. From that point, now I can come to the conclusion. Sometimes young students or young learners do not know the meaning of stupid. Maybe they just think that someone who called stupid is someone who cannot do something. So we, as a teacher, back again, we should not be triggered to compare our students because maybe they do not know like the meaning of the word stupid. So they make it like very, what is it? Very close, very, what is it called in bahasa Indonesia? Apa ya? Sangat tertutup. Jadi kategorinya hanya satu saja. As long as my friend cannot do the same as what I have done, I can call them stupid. Yeah, maybe because they are young. So that's why I really agree if teachers who teaches young learners has more challenges because they need to shape like new mind because yeah, they're very new, they're very young, they don't know something that like yeah, we need to guide them, especially in using that bad words. Even I remember that my student at one school in Malang, young learners as well, they use the word FUJK and they write it down on the whiteboard. But when I asked them, what is this? They say that I don't know. I just listen it from the Instagram. Okay. So they just don't know the meaning, but they use it. We, English teacher, know, oh, that's the bad word. And it's hard. I know it's hard to explain them. Even Lisa, my tutor, like do not have like exact answer, like how we deal with such bad words in our class. Yeah. And at that time, she didn't support her answer with like any papers, like how to deal with English words using classroom management. So maybe if any one of us really interested in that thing, maybe we can do research in that part, like how an English teacher tried to cope up with bad words inside English classrooms. That's only my comment for that one. Miss Luki, do you have any question or comments?
I think I just want to ask you about, ask Miss Chana about the difference between teaching approach when you teach rural
This one,
rural
rural schools.
yeah, urban and rural school on teaching approaches. Teaching approach. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you are teaching Arabic in English in international school, if I'm not mistaken, from your introduction. So I just want to ask, because you have just said that only 5 students out of 38 students in the class who actually motivated to learn. So do you actually um also emphasize on English only methods while teaching them, or you just do like bilingual language approaches there? I think that's all from me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Lucky, for the question. Teaching approach in the class. Mm, uh, in the EduFic, it's a online platform. So I teach the student via Zoom. I teach the student privately via Zoom. So it's called international. I was considered as an international teacher because I'm also teaching a student from, like from Germany, from German, from Texas, and actually, so most of them are Indonesian who are living there, and also and also like somebody of them is also like a mix bloodlines, yeah. Mix the Scandinavian with the mixed parents. The mom is Indonesian and the parent is Arab, so that they were living in China maybe. Mm, when I did via Zoom, via online, we will have like this a PPT. It explains the lessons, the materials that I will deliver to the student. So it's actually the most challenging thing about teaching online is, yeah, I can the emotional side between the teacher and student. So it's really like, yeah, it really happening to me as an online teacher as well. I feel like more struggle to reach their hearts, to reign and to achieve their trust on me to me. So when once I deliver once they trust me, they believe in me, it will be easier for me to deliver the lessons to them and to have a talk with them. Meanwhile, in my class, that because actually, Miss Lucky, I'm not the one who teach in the class. So there are the teachers at the class. Yeah, there are the subjects. They will come to the class, and it means an assistant teacher that I have to get the students prepared, all the tools, all the settings like me, there will be no chaos when the teachers enter the classroom. They have to be more, they have to be like shut their gossip or there is no one who playing the online games, because my class is called by digital class. So the students, the young learners, the young learners, they have to bring laptop to the school every day from the morning until Saturday, because they learn by this laptop. So they tend to do the assignment, to do the homeworks by typing on the laptop. So it's become harder for me actually to assist, to like, to make them cooperate, because they tend to open the game sometimes when the teacher deliver their lessons, and it's really oh my god. And it's my job, it's my duty to make them focus only to the lessons and to concentrate to the teachers when the teacher explain the materials. So it's actually, and now Miss Anis, to be like to be honest, Miss Lucky, to be honest, Miss Aziza and Miss Hasana, I kind of afraid if I'm oh my god, because I kind of hard to explain it, because I kind of afraid, because I actually one of the subject teachers in my class already piece off of me. She's really get mad if I talk to the students, even